Hi YouTube, it's Yashi here, today with an episode about the blockchain. Now, if you've been on TikTok, Instagram or YouTube lately, you might have learned that we are in the middle of what they call a crypto bull run, meaning that many of the people who never talked about crypto before suddenly only talk about crypto, and unfortunately, in most cases, tend to talk about meme coins, saying that it is the new Bitcoin, the new super token, the next 1 million X token. And in most cases, people watching these videos get caught up in the hype without even understanding where they're potentially putting their money into. On top of that, according to a couple of articles, many people that invest even in bigger coins like Bitcoin itself don't understand how Bitcoin works. And this is why I decided to release this new series about crypto, where I'm gonna explain the foundation, the concepts, and specific coins as simply as I can to let the people understand the concepts of crypto, blockchain, and the various coins and the projects. And the term of today is the term blockchain, where everything is based on. But before I start, if you want to learn more about crypto, investing, real estate, and much more, please leave a subscribe. If you like the video, please leave a like so I can show this to as many new crypto interested people as possible and do some good for the world of investors. So let's get right to it. What is the blockchain? It's a public network where the data is shared among all the participants, and it is able to guarantee security, fidelity, while being completely public, so visible to everybody. Think about a public library where everybody can get in, get access to all information they want, but somehow they're not able to steal the books. Blockchain technology existed before Bitcoin, but it became famous because of Bitcoin, because it solved one of the major problems of finance, which is centralized control by banks, while having much more security than the average bank. Now, as I said in the beginning, blockchain is basically a database, but unlike most databases which are in table format, the blockchain is built on blocks. Every single block is filled with information. In the case of Bitcoin, transactional information, every single transaction. Once the block is filled up to the, let's say, maximum capacity of storage, it is closed and connected to the block that came before, and a new block is being created and filled with new information. What this does, it creates a chain, a timeline of blocks that go from the beginning up until now. That's why it's called the blockchain. Now, the cool thing of these blocks is that once they are filled and once they're connected to the older block, they become set in stone and irreversible. They stay there. They cannot be tampered, they cannot be changed, and you will learn why in a little bit. So what does the blockchain technology solve? In the world of data, you can share information, but the people you share information with can still edit it. Even if it's password protected, somebody can hack it and still change it. Blockchain, on the other hand, enables you to share and even make information public. But if programmed correctly and made safe, nobody can touch it, because once the information is put in there, it cannot be tampered. That's why they also call it DLT, distributed ledger technology. So let's take the first one. Why is decentralization so important? Supposedly you have a gigantic database. Supposedly you are Facebook and you have one big database with 1 million computers that hold all information of everybody. Supposedly there's a fire or somebody turns the light off. You lose everything because everything is based off that location. Now, in the case of Bitcoin, you don't need everything in one location. You just need multiple computers throughout the world connected to the system that keep the system alive. On top of that, being shared with multiple computers across multiple locations, you also have a backup. Supposedly one of the ledgers get changed and it does not match with the ledgers from all the other people that all the other computers have. They can tell that this ledger has been hacked, changed, or somebody did something with it. And so you have a backup fixing that problem and keeping the whole system protected. And this is why the information that is stored is pretty much irreversible and impossible to change. Number two, transparency. Because the blockchain technology is connected to all these multiple computers, which all are ledgers, it is very easy to access that information either through one of the computers connected to the network or through scanner apps. In this case, there is the Bitcoin scanner, or the Ethereum scanner, or for Binance, there's the Binance scanner, where you can check for every single transaction since the beginning of the coin. The third factor is security. security. Now, as I told you in the beginning, blocks are created and stored in a chronological order. So supposedly a hacker wants to tamper and steal money or steal data. He would have to log into the chain from his computer, which is one of the participants of the network, go back in time and change the block that he wants to change. Now, if he changes this block on his computer, he will have a different looking blockchain, and it will not match the blockchain's information that all the other computers see. So basically, all the other computers will see that the hacker's computer has an illegitimate blockchain and will mark it as illegitimate. So the hacker cannot do anything. Transactions that he changed are legitimate, the money will not move. On top of that, he could still hack the system, but the only way for him to make that transaction from illegitimate to legitimate is if he would control 51% of all the participants in the blockchain system. Meaning, if he would own 51% of the computers that are participating in the blockchain. In the case of Bitcoin, we're talking about owning billions of dollars of computers, which requires a lot of money. So if you're investing in Bitcoin or thinking about investing in Bitcoin, you're basically investing in a coin that is based on this technology here, the blockchain technology. It is the first one, and it was created to, let's say, fight against the centralized financial system, which is banks. Hope this gave you some clarity. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. Please hit a like. Thank you. Ciao.